Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up.
Okay, hello for everyone who enjoyed a lot the game like the Steam or the short play game likewise many user play game to short or deep or hello for everyone who enjoyed the game. Today I'm gonna review to this Bastion game. The Bastion is pretty old game. I might guess this game is so long time to selling game. Anyway, gonna reviewing this game. Actually, I pre-play in the before the old time. I mean, maybe or 3 or 4 years I play this. Wait a minute. That's music volume literally off. Okay. So anyway, I want to recommend this game because this game is pretty nice, well made. I mean, the gameplay is pretty ongoing and especially BGM is awesome, and other source are really nice, like a cartoon moving and 2D play and the monster or to the destruction things are anyway pretty well made. So gonna reviewing this game again. Actually, I do this in pre-play a little, so I'm gonna erase 2 of my save file. Wait a bit, erase my save file and gonna reviewing this game. Okay, ongoing. Let's start.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
I think the narration is really voice is cool. Really nice.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
As you see, the destruction things is pretty motionless. This game is pretty old game, but still in playing there's no matter to having a reject feeling.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
And spacebar for the dodge.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground.
Oh.
Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him though.
And whatever you do, the narration say about what to be done. And there's a okay hidden pass.
Kid just rages for a while.
Some sorts.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do.
Okay, I got a repeater here.
Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Press mouse right button and you push to the distance effect. Let's see what we got. So left click for the hammer and right click to a repeater.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting.
And this is kind of
sometimes you just need a drink.
Restore the potion and after healing.
A school of squirts tunnels up around him.
Okay,
Must have fled here from
alignment.
the mines.
Oh shit, wait. And there's a tip. If you press shift, then the aim is automatically to the match to enemy. Oh wait, my money off. Okay, here's the hidden pass too. Slightly short one here. And go on to the bar.
He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Okay, I got shield now. The funny thing is, shield is very useful.
The security takes him for a petty thief.
And could do all of attack to counter attack.
Shield
like
saves
this.
his hide.
And as you see, attack and counter attack. Wait, one more time. One more time. Oh shit. Die. You die.
Windbags start turning up.
Actually, it is literally hard to get match up time to counter the time. But if you spend a lot of time to playing bastion, you might be easy to match up this counter attack time. And press R key is to reload to the distant weapons to reload. I will show you later.
A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Oh shit. Auto attack, okay. Like this. And potion.
Kid sees the way to the bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
And let's go on. More.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Okay, I got bow now. and all of the long distance weapons are being changed up to the right click weapon, and this weapon could do on charge up by if you shot in the right time. I will show you.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice.
Press shift to aiming, and
He knows he should draw the string
right now
all the way back.
when you're being a glow, do a pull shot like this.
Right back at you.
So
The
this
kid pockets a memento from a breaker. Once the fastest man in the land.
So this symbol might be very useful to
Good news is the emergency defenses still work.
and,
Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
and right now it is enemy's health is so low, so you don't have to do a charge shot right now, but later it will be necessary. Okay, counter attack is rare, and let's see.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
Persecute
He's a
and do
mighty
a
fast learner.
special skills. From now, you could seeing this. The special skills are below the right, and you can see what you got in a special skill. Right? Wait. Power shot? Yes!
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Okay, the distillery. This distillery is when you do the level up, your character must be the stronger, right? And in Bastion, there is no change after a level up to stat. I mean, even when you level up, there is no change about to HP stat or to strength or to a dexterity. Anyway, in Bastion, you could to level up yourself by using this distillery to using this special item. I will do fetching phase to gathering more money, and fragment is kind of money here in this game. You see this, the blue thing.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the
And-
best tools for the job.
Arcelor. Sorry for the bad spelling. Anyway, this place is changing your armor. You can using to remote damage arm, or also you could create the arming by or remote arming. I'm gonna do the left is hammer and right is for bow, just from now, and going to dancing shot. Okay, let's go on.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
This is dancing shot for I just got to. Okay, delete. Erase this factory. Good job. And this is for just to testing, and this is for just showing. Even you are being for.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
You could be falling from the above, but your HP might be damaged by this falling. So when important time, you should there is necessary for to control yourself. Oh.
An old ferry
Being
barge
don't
sends the
worry.
kid on his way. The bastion's real close now.
Okay, let's eliminate the enemy. Oh, what the? Eliminate myself. Wait a minute. Hey, fellow. Hey, wait a minute. It's time.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy.
No,
Smell
it's not
of
time.
barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
Scumbags.
Wait.
Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Oh, here's the big guy here.
Bad time to run out of black tonic.
Wait. Too many here.
Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Okay. And oh. Okay,
Kid
for
puts him out of his misery.
to eliminate this enemy in easy way. How easy to eliminate this enemy, isn't it? It's a piece of cake, as you show. As you see. So
He finds the core to the
Okay, cool,
wharf
yeah.
district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
oh, and the things are being
Kid has a feeling he
Last.
better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
using space dash for
See, that core Kid
fast
took
moving.
was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat.
Wait.
Kid just
wait,
keeps
Mike.
running. Somersaulting like crazy.
Wait. Okay, goodbye.
At last, the skyway's in sight.
And for this kid
Whisks
right
him
now.
where he needs to go.
So easy. So this game's level
Now the kid sees something
difficulty
stranger
is not
still.
so difficult.
His mind races.
What am I saying?
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
Hello, fellow.
We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the bastion, all right, except no one else showed up. And just like that, the bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Okay, and those foundation
Kid
are
ponders what to build.
kind of for the easy utility for you. This is the easy contention. Like it's like a construction. I'm gonna to build this story cause I just got leveled up.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
I'm going to choose supply. Wait a second, what should I do? Okay, I'm going to plus max hit, max health, critical hit, only 4 health, and chance to carry surround the foes with defense. Well, I'm going to choose Cinderbrick Scout.
Cinder brick stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock.
I'm going to
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
going to level up your sheer speed. Okay, let's do it.
The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Shut. Okay. Shut. I got a new weapon here. Oh wait. I got a magic
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
This is a fast melee attack weapon, and you could do to the full distance attack by fully press to throwing, but not recommend well because not easy to having a charge attack. Wait. As you see, power shot is
They say even
more
the most rambunctious
powerful.
squirts can be tamed.
Okay, I got
No
a
sign of the
new-
core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
I got new secret skill. This is let's see.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Oh, it's kind of my ally weapon. Wait. Okay, defeated.
He heads for the
down.
biggest dump in town. Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash.
Oh, they suicide themselves.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
Die. Okay, do it. Beat him, Bort.
The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's
Okay.
sunny disposition. They always said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight.
Okay, my Pokemon Monster defeated them all and get some stuff and going on.
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
What?
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Let's go.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
There's no here. Whoa, wait. Hi. Yeah, counter. Actually, the best ult. Are you kidding?
Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Shut. Okay.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments.
Okay,
of
we
his.
got a forge right now, and these things are kind of upgrade. I'm going to using arrow, so draw speed.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like new
And
again.
after you done off the upgrade, you can choose 2 of 1. You could choose 1 by 2 of this, and after a full of upgrade, you could choose your weapon by for to a different
Core
tactic.
ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
So The road is... Oh, hey guys. Hello? Hello? Something sharp. Something's heavy. Okay, let's get foreheads and go to the top.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Go! Go, fight them, coach! Where you go?
Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing.
So this is a gospel arranged for reactor memento oscillate car and I guess what we are.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman is keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Are you kidding? You gonna kidding? No shit?
And now there's a new marshal in town.
Front order. And got some core here. Let's
He
go.
hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. The kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
This BGM is what I like. After next stage, this
He
BGM
comes
will
back,
turn
just
on
like I
again.
knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Right?
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Windbag.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Going to do forge first. I'm going to do
A lot of
upgrade.
things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
20% of critical attack chance.
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
I'm going to use the critical attack more. And let's see more to travel around the world.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
And this is kind of the weapon upgrade. I will show you.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots. He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
Should have to do a best play. For to earn a lot to our price should have to do best play like this.
A perfect shot just happens in a flash.
You should have to potion. If you can't do push-up, you should have to do
Right, solid
2 aiming,
defense.
and like this you could earn just 2 or 1 prize, and all of the 3 prize you want to having, then you should have to do your best play.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
In this Berserker play, Berserker Barrack, you should have to match off all of this power shot. Anyway, I'm going to story more listen about this story.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
Oh, and let's volume up. Literally down. Oh shit, wait. My stop is 4.
But then,
Oh damn.
somebody gets to the core before the kid.
What? Something's falling.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step.
Uh-oh.
A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down.
Not again, about speed plate.
Fragments of the old world rain from the sky.
Something.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere.
Oh,
Kid thinks
flamethrower.
twice about risking his hide for him, though. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up.
Wait. Are you kidding? Oh shit. I got just a few step road, and my pet worked well.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery.
Oh, here's the big guy.
Sky bridges link the path together.
Sky bridge.
One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars. Quick and careful is the only way to go.
Perfectly far.
The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows.
Oh.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again.
Oh shit, you can fly?
But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
Question is...
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing.
No survivor here.
Scumbag ate by mistake.
It's the top, okay.
Tough break.
Okay.
Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
Counterattack. Gathering some good and counterattack.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
Hand grenade.
Find time to find them. These wires to toss those things plenty far away.
More there. Oh. Okay. Eliminate them or...
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time.
Oh,
So they get real cranky when you wake them up.
how could I get there? Ah. Okay, found it. Shield. Again to fly over there. Skyway to escape.
In all this toil, kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
So the calamity in Bastion, the background knowledge is Kid.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Kid and that guys are maybe survivor from the calamity.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we build.
But all of the target is really nice. Torch, cast damage over time.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
And yeah, damage is good. Not for to the dust damage. Thanks later. Actually,
in better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on the squirt.
After or to going to move back and back, arrow is not quite so good. It is hardly to say that
Of
arrow
all the plans to
is
survive
really
the
nice
calamity,
arm,
it had to be stab weeds.
but you know, man should have to focus on his damage, isn't it? Nothing. Okay, got some items. Oh shit. Da. 2 attack, 1 dodge.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down.
I think here. Let's see to what's there down below.
Core
Oh,
stuck
here.
inside one of those fancy cages. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Some mine here. Oh. It seems like floating. Switch.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
Oh shit, is this wrong?
Quite a bit, as it turns
Not
out.
wrong. Okay, give me your money.
The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow.
Wow, the money is
All Kid can do
falling from the sky.
is wait.
Oh,
Shipments
enemy.
start falling in.
Boom. Okay. Might be the more enemies is going to
Not
pass
every
off.
squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
Critical sounds is that sounds good. Pop pop pop. Oh, it's so nice fight.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Hey, no! Don't go away
Even
before
some
giving me
gas
some
fellas
money.
take his corner. Heard he popped that mean old foreman.
Okay, get money.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30.
Zero.
Hard to tell.
Oh, shot. Oh. Boom. Boom.
Squirts get real territorial around the core.
Ne.
Then a shipment of free
Sure.
samples shows up.
Okay. Everything's are being.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Hey. Isn't it too many here?
It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
Okay, let's settle some mine here. And here. And here.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give or take a few seconds.
Oh, wait. Oh no, I hate you.
The core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Using mine. Oh wait, something is going from the sky. Give me some money. Thank you. Okay, let's go.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
So many foes are there.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
New world is started.
Folks
Some
voyaged
nice
across the boundless sea to found Celandia. It was good living here for a while.
Celandia. This is repeater upgrade, but I'm going to use an iron. Artillery.
The bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Let's see, dancing shot. I'm going to using to pop off my minions, and yeah, I think machete is
A bow and a machete,
not bad
every
choice.
bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Let's go more furthermore.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all.
Oh,
Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him.
Oh, so his face is like. His face is so like when you
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh.
go hospital and doctor say, sorry for to let you know about sir. I'm sorry for to let you know, but your life is gonna end soon. What? How many? Then Dr. Mike said 10. Oh, 10 years? You might say to answer like this, but doctor said 9, 8, 7.
It's a snag
Just
or
kidding.
two trying to get to him.
Just kidding up. Oh wait. Just kidding in Korean joke.
He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
I saw this joke from.
He's got so many questions after all.
Wait. So many here.
Just ain't got time for answers.
See how strong my Pikachu. He a girl or.
The Thunder
Let's go
Brothers
further.
didn't make it. They
Thunder
never saw
Brother.
what it was like beyond the walls.
Thunder Brother didn't make it.
Nor did the Bird Boy. Didn't make it.
Bird Boy didn't make it. How could I reach there? Is it for
The Jawsons. They didn't make it.
Is there something other past here?
Grady Sr., Grady Jr. They didn't make it, but him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Cigar. Why is he here?
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we?
Oh. Die. So hard to catch up.
The core survived as well.
Dodge and shot.
Kid does what he has to do. And then...
Okay, some BJ.
What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
We have to go, please.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf.
Oh, he's being handsome now.
No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia.
He's over?
He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other. For the first time.
Oh, not far right now. Ura cigar. Oh, wait.
Ain't
didn't
always
mention?
much to say.
Okay. You have no much to say.
He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Uras sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. For Zulf, Caelondia was like a second home.
Okay.
He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
So, Caelondia is kind of his born place is not here.
We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine.
So the calamity comes up.
Zulf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
Anyway, we have more company here.
The cores.
Cool.
They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Okay, what we
Well,
got
look what we have here.
Memorial. Lost and found. Let's do some lost and found more first.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Can buy something here. Can't block. I will use later, not now. But my arrow. From now, there's no problem to doing this campaign, so
We
I'm going
dragged down
to
a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
keep going. I'm going to keep going with no upgrade. Core detect. Where should I go? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either.
Pines Orchard.
Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Oh, Pines Orchard. Oh, it's blocked.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull.
Pith, bull.
Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Okay.
Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
Something there. Door.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
Why they mention about the god, like the boar and things? Don't know why.
Pith stood for something once. Something real.
Something was something real.
In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
So he's being a god? Boar is? Oh, there's a path too. Okay, I get more item here. Let's
Pith
see.
makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Oh, wait. So you are the
Then
monster?
Pith lights up like a rodeo.
Oh crap.
Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid
Die.
breaks him to bits.
Wow.
Must have been guarding that shrine.
So feminine he is.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
So this is the bastion to the main leveling system. If you're raising, if you to turn on this, then the enemy going to be more harder, more crushing you more in easier, but you gain more XP and more money. As you see this to info, but turn off no bonus, but turn on bonus, but you gain more difficulty. So
Kid decides to press his luck.
I'm going to turn on and see enemy. Oh wait,
If the
too
gods
many.
are alive,
Hey, wait,
they must be plenty sore.
too many here. Okay, Pikachu. Kill them all. Counter attack. Okay. Okay, my Pokemon's working well. Maybe I should have to give him more bonus to my worker. Oh, too many here.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
No. Oh, my money. Okay, go Pikachu. Kill them. Oh,
Gods
fuck.
ain't gonna catch you if you fall.
Okay. Oh shit. Let's leveling up. Oh, I'm so shy to wake up now.
Kid
Okay,
passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it.
what's up? Love. And something.
Kid ain't found the core, but at least he found Zoph's precious shrine.
Okay, so there's no core, but we got shrine.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
plus pads.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Okay, let's go one more.
There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way.
Hard way. Hard way?
Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Oh, too many of them. Okay, I cursed them on. And there's no more here. Let's see.
The calamity was mercy.
Oh, slow. Are you kidding?
The windbags ain't so lucky.
Hey.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
Oh, what the? Look. One more?
The windbags put the kid on notice.
You kidding? Okay, level up. I was done. No. What is block? Whoa.
Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time.
Yes, I was ready.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy
So
hides.
this is kind of shotgun. Wide range and multiple hit.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
Come on.
The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Not again. Wow, what the? Wow. Kind of blood free.
Windbags can't use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can.
Going to our range skill.
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Oh.
So many of those sorry things holed up inside that old fort. Not a scratch on him as he presses on to higher ground.
Great job. Actually, this shotgun is
He's
really
blasting
useful.
everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
Even you're going to more the ending. Oh, shot.
Kid's got a squirt lure at the ready in case things turn sour.
와, 잠깐만. 와.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
Kill them all.
Kid ain't afraid of getting burned.
No, I'm afraid.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade grounds.
Okay, come here.
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon.
Whoa!
The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message.
Oh, money. Fragment here. Okay, gathering more and...
Kid used to dream of getting Marshall's badge, but not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Oh, in this stage, I close to death. In fact,
Kid shows up just as Ulf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
So what?
Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was a smoking pipe.
Oh, George, you are a smoker? Wow.
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
It's not a smoke. It's like a water smoking, you know.
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Dignity, huh?
Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Oh, and this one is kind of to the raid for earning money, but
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
I will do later. This is kind of late. Is after a few minutes pass, the enemy is literally pop up, and you should have to survive from this raid. It's like a tower defense. Anyway. let's do this in later time.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Okay, let's
Kid
do
ain't
more.
finished here yet.
Sorry. I was half moment.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Okay. Shrine Memorial. Let's do Memorial first. Memorial
The
is
memorial.
like
Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
it's kind of
valediction.
earning money. It's
Just another one of my sketches.
like a side
Nothing
quest.
more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Let's figure out to spread range.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Oh, one more here.
All it takes is some fragments, and the bastion makes it good as new.
And is there something special? I was level up and there might be some spare space here. Would use small potion.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own bastion bourbon.
Damage or
The Marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
I think
A
this
bow
arm is
ain't much
pretty
good in a
very
crowd,
not bad.
but a musket sure is.
Musket. Okay, one more. Let's do gain one more upgrade.
Ever felt a Zolwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, Marshals learned to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most Marshals didn't get far on their first few tries.
Okay.
Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close.
Oh, 12.
The best of the best clear the course in just a
Are
few
you kidding?
shots.
Oh, first prize. Oh, okay. Not bad. So, can do one more upgrade.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
Upgrade one more. Purchase to long range damage. Long
To
range
master the
damage.
musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
And impact. No damage. One more. Sprayed. Range. Let's do core detected.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
So the stream is nearby. I hear some water flowing sound. I love mosquitoes. So
Riverbanks
easy.
swarming with windbags.
Wow.
They're so bent on finding
Really
the
easy.
core, they hardly noticed the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows
really
the way to
easy
the core.
when having
Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
Oh, hey, where are you?
Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down.
Slow her? Me? No way.
They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break. The core's right there.
So, am I her? Oh, no way.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound. Like 100 flapping wings. Peckers.
Peckers.
They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go.
Oh.
Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
My fire throw.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Oh, you again? Let's see what we got left more.
The windbags getting even better.
Oh, what? Shoot.
They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie.
Hey, something's broken.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. Might be they want her just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? A good couple of times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Prosper Bluff.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
Oh.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
The songs here.
How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Oh shit. I thought there is a road. Oh, my cushion. Where should I go? Oh, block. Okay, this way and oh.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
I guess something looked like diary.
And besides, it's like the song goes. They'll be here before too long.
So I met a singer.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Let's talk with Sia.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods. Unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
So that's kind of in the butter in that butter is like a gradient.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they?
Why the marshal stop them?
So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Ah, it's a journal. No diary.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
So that's Nova have some secret, I guess.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Let's see. Last one, shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Okay, turn on to
The gods never liked competing for people's affections.
for more hard play. Hence. Okay, I will turn.
Finders keepers.
I will do more harder play, so I'm going to turn on to either 4.
Javel.
Let's see, 4 shot gain resilience to physical ground. Okay, and 4 shot strike with greater ferocity. This might be tough.
We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
4 either. Oh, pistol.
Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having 2.
Oh, so lovely motion.
Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns.
Oh, wait.
Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Pekka's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own.
Oh, wait.
The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon.
Wow. Is this real? Wow. 어려워.
They shouldn't have let the guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened them up.
My Pikachu is there. I hear some sound.
Best take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
No, not that one.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far.
Yes.
Kid's seen the last of them.
So they are the last.
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
Wow. Even a counterattack.
Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched.
So what's
Not by me, by a lunkhead. Lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad.
Oh, is he armor proof? What the?
By now, Kid's got more needles in him than a stab weed. The Wild's already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
So he traded?
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
So the journals was problem. Okay, let's stick the monument.
Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The shards.
So George...
We're gonna need all of them to nurse the bastion back to health.
The best thing, isn't it? Let's see... Scatter the enemy.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Let's see furthermore.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
So here's the Jawson Bog of kind
Zolf
of...
put us in a real bind. Hurt the bastion bad.
So this place is like intoxicated. Like, you know...
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
This place is like you know, 그 radio after the nuclear attack, like the radio action. I forgot the word. Anyway.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds.
What the?
This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good, for all I know.
Where am I?
Wherever he is.
Oh, what's
Somewhere I've never been.
Ivor?
Somewhere I never want to go.
What the Ivor? Oh! 2 hit, I might die. So this creature, when I saw, they stopped. But if I turn behind, they were chasing you. So what is next? Siren?
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Hey, wait.
Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Let me touch it.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Acquaintance?
Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
So monster. Whoa. Oh shit. Wow. Go by. Go to it. Wow. True.
Now the bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief.
Wait. Wow.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender?
What?
Proper story
marking.
supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too.
Wow, hey, you can't fly.
He sees what's left undone.
What's left? What's left from Calamity? What's left from the Calamity?
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Just somehow.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels.
So he have a thorn. What's next?
Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's
Oh crap.
bigger than the stories say. Breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
Something's stuck. Something's barrier online.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, a kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Okay, finish it.
Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
No, I just tried to cross over by dodge. But ain't working.
Mother
Okay,
only
let's go
knows
home.
what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
So here's the Johnson Bog. End it.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Critical.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel, it's not for everyone.
I think we should have to earn more money for so
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
nothing I can't claim to get money from here.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Before to go, let's upgrade our tour.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none not faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine. They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop.
To remote attack, just press shift and shot.
Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge. No matter how fast you are, you can always get faster.
Are you kidding?
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
Let's do main quest story.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rotha's Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts would don't know up from down, still lurking about. Can't get hasty in a place like this. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
Wait, was there another?
These beasts, they don't like company.
Oh. Come here. Come here.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining, and it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Okay, here's the awesome vision.
Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
Oh. Stop falling, please.
Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Okay, this is the road way. Stop, please. I beg.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. He takes off after her. Fast as he can.
Let's see other. Trap.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Oh, wait.
They make a tasty snack. Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
진짜. You son of I hate that fat ass ball.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Oh, that place was. One place?
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
Okay.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
I'm going to use it on mine to bait too.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
What the? Hey, come here.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Hey, come here.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Okay, let's go home.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
Okay, sure.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. Worth it I do Auro's
They said
tank.
Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't. That gator's a crazy gal. But so's the gal who promised to look after her.
Okay, let's see.
You need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Okay, there's more thing we got. Okay, some hair spy strike phone.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
I think this is vulnerable. But not enough money. Damage. Musket and pistol.
Nothing subtle about those guns, but maybe that's the point. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Well, I think we need to gain some money here.
The accused always got a fair shake in Zealandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial. Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
No.
The bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, gotta always watch your back.
That's my back.
Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
Okay, good. Whoa.
smarter ones knew when to just step aside and let things go.
와.
The kid pulls through in fine form.
Are you kidding me? I do my best.
Well, the kid always wanted to compete in the bullhead trial. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
Gone and gone. Let's do more further.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine.
Point Lemaine.
If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
Oh.
But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days.
Oh.
Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
What?
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
What should next?
Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Kid don't want to miss this train. Grand Rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Lets a few of them slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Lunkheads ain't known for their grace. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that. wiggle room up there near the rail.
장난 아니야. 저 썩을.
The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Rotten pineapple. 와.
Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War.
Oh.
It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
No way.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
Okay. Oh. 이게 다 사시네.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered armored carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days.
Almost closed.
Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
Whoa.
Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zolf. This is for you, says the man. Then wham! When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Note? It looks like a letter. So
That note
what's the
cuts straight to the
problem?
heart of things, don't it? Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
It's George's message. I see.
The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them. The slingers, the wilds were their calling. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wondered just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
So after
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
So after calamity, Droop's and Zia's aura peoples all survive, isn't it?
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Let's do it more. Let's see what we could forge. That's the forge.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Bullet cost not bad. Penetration per shot.
That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick.
Let's pick up the pistol.
The shards are getting harder to find.
Oh, wait. No, later.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Crap.
They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Be careful that. Oh, what the? Whoa.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Okay, kill them all.
Best to keep out of the cauldron. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
And adding. And this is mostly I hate this weapon.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? sure we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Wow, are you kidding?
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Okay. Whoa.
The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
Nice. 와, 진짜.
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Change the gear. That was suck.
Place as inhospitable as they come. But still, we pressed on. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames.
Oh. 와.
We saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity.
와.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron.
Oh, shit.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city, but all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
So the hero.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.